We've recently left the uninhabited island of Ronde and set sail for one of the ultimate cruiser destinations. We rounded the southwest corner of Grenada and pulled into Prickly Bay. Now it's time to hunt for boat parts and see what this island has to offer.
This is Joel. Together with Tony and Jared, he gave up everything to buy a sailboat and go on the adventure of a lifetime. But after a death-defying sail to Cuba, he found himself alone.
Wish me luck on this adventure.
When Michael finished school, I asked her to sail with me and she agreed. Together, we explored the Bahamas, rescued a dismasted boat, sailed through a tropical storm, battled parasites and fiberglass for a year in the boatyard, adopted an orphan puppy, survived a hurricane, sailed across the Caribbean Sea, and fell madly in love.
Bums on a Boat is about having the courage to go for it, to make mistakes and commit to a dream. Subscribe and join us each week as we improvise, adapt, and overcome.
Soon may the weatherman come to bring them river and tea and rum.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Heck yeah.
So part of cruising life is you get to where you're going and then you got to go hunt on the island for parts that you need. Usually something breaks or there's, the next item on the list of things to do is now up and now you got to go hunt. Our outboard is acting a little funny, so we're going to hunt for some spark plugs. We hope that might fix that. And a lot of you mentioned our lifeline situation. You're expressing concern, rightly so, and we hear you. And the thing with that is we want to replace them with Dyneema. We want to find the Dyneema on the island. We don't want to mail it. It's actually very tough to mail things here. It's possible, but expensive, and you have to go through a lot of loopholes. So we're hoping to find it on the island.
And we got a lead. We know it's at Island Water World, so we're gonna go hunt that down. We're gonna get some food, and we're gonna tour around to just check this place out, because we really haven't seen anything of Grenada yet.
Bye, sweetie. Guard the boat. Hope you have a good day. You can make a huge mess. Just make a big old mess with that coconut. Have some fun. Mwah. We'll miss you.
So what's the outboard doing? Well, basically once you give it throttle, it only goes to a certain speed and then it just stops getting any faster. So we're putting around, it's running, so that's great. We're able to get where we want to go, but not very fast.
Well, I left Chattanooga, boy, had $1 and a dime. Headed out for Nashville on the Hard Rock Line. I'm working on that old...
Got it?
Got it? Okay, so here's one of them. We have a 2-stroke, so there's 2 spark plugs in there. This was actually the better looking one that we can maybe read.
So today we're really excited to meet Chris, to introduce you to Chris, who is a close friend of our good friends Mike and Jean. He runs a taxi business here on Grenada, and that's how we're going to be getting around the island to do our mission and to see the sights. The chariot away.
Flight 146 is about to leave.
All right.
So as you can tell, Gigi knows Chris very
Yeah, Gigi's so excited. It's really cute.
Gigi, you're too excited. Poor Lola, she missed out.
Oh, yeah, poor Lola. We thought
Poor
she was going
Lola.
to be a lot smaller, you know? We thought maybe she was going to be Gigi size, but
She's a little too
She
big
just
for a little,
isn't.
some errands like this, you know, it's just, she's a little too big. Gigi's pocket size.
yeah.
We feel sorry to leave her behind sometimes, but
But feel really good with her guarding the boat, you know?
yeah, it's great to have her on the boat.
She's the best.
She's the best guard dog.
You know what building is this up here?
What the building is? No.
Alright, that's one of the best hotels on the island.
The best hotel on the island.
Yeah. Everything up there is free.
Everything is free?
Yeah, all you gotta do to get up there is to get in trouble.
Oh!
3 square meals a day, free, all inclusive.
Just so since he didn't tell you the name, it's called the Crossbar Hotel.
Good view, 3 square meals a day. So that could be Michael and I's backup plan if Shock Mate starts going downhill, or
Totally.
we get a little bit too cramped, or we want to, you know, have more of a
nice view.
land-based situation. A free hotel with 3 square meals a day, and all you have to do is break the law. Wow, that's a good option to have.
Overlooking.
Okay, so they're gonna renew their visa, and then Michael and I are gonna go check some things out. We're gonna leave them here. It might take them a while, so we're not gonna sit around with them. It's kind of like the DMV. You just sit and wait for a long time to give them your money. It's pretty amazing how much has changed in such a short period of time. So it was like 2005 when the whole island, 110,000 population. Sorry, it's raining on you. We're practicing on this field right here. Cricket and soccer are the main sports here in Grenada. And they call it football here, but when I asked him what the main sports were, Chris called it soccer. And I was like, do you actually call it soccer or football? They call it football, but to us, they'll call it soccer because we might get confused. He's gonna show us the national stadium, which I guess they built. He wasn't sure exactly when. We could probably Google it. 2008 was what he said, but he said, don't quote me on that. We are in St. George's, the capital of Grenada, and we're learning a lot from Chris. Just every block, we learned something new. We cleared up the stadium facts. It was originally built, the National Stadium, in 1999, and in 2004, Hurricane Ivan really destroyed Grenada. It did some serious damage, and then it was rebuilt. The stadium was rebuilt in 2007 by the Chinese.
So this portion here is where the Chinese rebuilt in 2007. Yeah, so the National Stadium. So they also changed the name now from the National Stadium to Kirani James Stadium. Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Kirani James is one of our #1 Olympic guy. He went to different Caribbean islands and placed first in every race. So they renamed the stadium, also a part called Lagoon Road, after him.
Chris is gonna take us up to like 1,500 feet elevation just so we can get a nice bird's eye view.
This is an amazing view.
One of the best view on the island.
One of the best.
One of the best, trust me, one of the best.
What are we looking at here?
So right now you're standing here, you're looking at Fort George over there.
Okay.
Yeah, right under the Fort George you have the hospital, General Hospital.
What
So
is it called? What's that hotel?
Up there is Richmond Hills Prison.
Richmond
That's the
Hills
free hotel.
Prison, the free, there it is.
2 more forts up there, which is Fort Frederick and Fort Matthew. 2 forts you want to visit. So if you get up to that high top, you will have a way better view than you're having right now.
Yeah.
But this is one of the best views as well. Down here is where we get all our tropical shipping.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything from the US abroad, that's where they come in. Must come in here first before they ship them out.
And is that Grenada's beach?
Yeah, that's Grenada. We straight down to the end.
Okay. Getting a bird's eye view of everywhere that we go, because then you just, I don't know.
You got the buds on the wire, get the buds on the wire.
Oh yeah, that's a good shot. All right, it's awesome to get a view like this because we haven't been able to get the drone up in the air. We're anchored right next to the airport, which is a no-fly zone with the drone. So finally, we can kind of get a view of this island that we're on and the lay of the land, see what is here, and it's just beautiful, right?
So the green roof building you see on it, that's where our #1 Olympic guy attend. At that time, he was the age of 18 years, and he placed first in every race. So he did won the first medal for the Olympic for Grenada. So they renamed that area called Lagoon Road after him. So it's right now it's Kirani James Boulevard.
Okay, gotta go, in the way. Fun's over.
We're at Island Water World, right on the water in the heart of St. George, and this is where you get all your boat stuff. So we're hoping we can find some Dyneema. We want a chip for our GPS. Are we also looking for spark plugs here, babe?
Yeah,
Maybe spark plugs too.
or get a lead.
Is there
on
anything
spark
I'm
plugs.
forgetting? 3 things?
Those are the main 3.
All right, let's see what we can do.
Okay, pretty big.
So we found the chip that's compatible with our unit, but we're looking at what it covers, and it covers the southwestern Caribbean. So that doesn't really work for us because we're cruising the eastern islands. The hunt continues. Yeah, it was close, but no cigar.
Well, it looks like we might be in luck with the spark plugs. There's tons of different options here. So the thing is going to be figure out if we can read this number, because it's pretty tough to even see what's going on here. I think 150. 150 is gonna do us good. Yeah. Island Water World ended up working out for us, kind of. We got 1 out of 3. We got the Dyneema for Operation Lifelines. 160 feet of Dyneema, we're pretty sure is gonna take care of all of our lifelines and give us a little extra. This was $1.35 US per foot, so we paid about $215 US for the Dyneema for our lifelines. But hey, we're one step closer to being safer on the water and looking way cooler. Okay, so we just were in IGA, and that had everything we were looking for. And then Mike and Jean wanted to go to C&K, which is a bulk food store, and this place is impressive. So we're gonna get a few more things, but in bulk here, and we'll keep on going with the mission.
Bob. Cool. Well, thanks for saying hi.
I can't remember the name of your book.
It's called Shock Mate.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I honestly only seen a couple of your videos and it was years ago, but I recognize you.
Cool,
Sweet. Thanks for saying hi.
All right, we got our spark plugs here. Ace Hardware, this is one of the biggest Ace Hardwares I've ever been in, if not the biggest Ace Hardware. And it's so funny that we've been struggling with our spark plugs. I got 2 extras. So for all 4 spark plugs, it was less than $10 US. It was 28 EC. Such a cheap fix. You gotta stay on that. I mean, I gotta stay on.
So then he was like,
Did you hit the...
Holy! Have you guys ever seen a burger this big? I honestly have not. Wow. That is...
Whoa.
All right, I might have some leftovers. I don't know, we'll see.
This is a local fruit. I've never tried it before. It's called a wax apple, and supposedly it's pretty good, right? That's what we're hearing, so here goes nothing. Sweet, tart, almost like an apple texture. It's good.
What was the other name for it?
Comrock? Is that what he said? In Trinidad? Got different names in different islands, apparently. Have you ever tried a wax apple? Did you know they exist? Because I did not.
All right, guys, if you're ever in Grenada, you better call the boss. For what?
taxi services, airport pickup, drop off, sightseeing. Also, we do tours feel free to call or WhatsApp. The number here, 535-0300 WhatsApp or 423-7991 for straight calls.
Highly recommended by the bums. We had a great day. We got all of our errands done to every place we needed to go. He even took some side roads and gave us a little tour on the side. It wasn't an island tour, but we felt like we almost got an island tour, and we were just doing errands. So awesome. Thank you.
And I'm happy to say that it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure, Chris. Appreciate it. We'll see you again.
I love Johnson.
Woo! Let's see how this baby performs. All right, you guys are here for the first test. We're gonna put it in gear, see if spark plugs made a difference, or if it was the carb or something else. I think it's going faster.
Maybe?
Yeah, because we're so loaded down.
I think so. Hard to tell. We're pretty loaded down.
We got a lot of stuff on the boat, and we're going about as fast as we were going, so it might be a clogged carburetor. I'm not feeling the power I'm thinking we should be feeling right now. But we definitely needed to change those spark plugs regardless.
Lola! Oh!
Hey, old girl.
Sweetie!
Oh.
Hi!
We got you some nice dog snacks.
Oh, got you some treats and a whole hamburger.
Oh, Lola, I couldn't even come close to finishing my hamburger. Dicey Trio.
Who's the Dicey Trio?
The greatest basketball team to ever play.
That nobody's ever heard of.
That no one's ever heard of, but they're
Okay.
still the greatest. Dicey Trio. Well, that was a great day.
Successful mission. We got our Dyneema. We got the spark plugs, even though might not have totally fixed the outboard.
The
but
outboard is running better.
Yeah.
But what we've learned, I mean, if you have failed spark plugs, what that could cause your carburetor to gum up, because I guess it's not firing like it should be, so somehow that will make the fuel go bad. So I think we have a little clog in the carb, but it's running better. And
Got a lead on the outboard.
Yep, next thing is take the carb off, clean it out, and
Got a lead on a new GPS chip. There's still one more place that we can check.
still have hope on the GPS chip.
Got a bunch of food. Had a great time with Chris. You guys got a little bit of alone time to chat, didn't you?
Yeah. Chris shared a lot of like his childhood growing up on Grenada with like 9 other brothers and sisters, and his mom and dad, and they lived like in a dirt floor, very small little house. And he told me about when Hurricane Ivan hit the island, and it sounded like a nightmare.
That was like a Cat 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, he said the first couple blows of Ivan blew the roof right off the house. So think about this family of 10 in this little house, and the roof just gets blown off. And so they go running to their neighbor's house, and they're out there trying to tie their roof down with ropes while the hurricane is in full action. And then they're all together, and then that roof blows off. So that family and their family all go to the next house up. Whoa, can you guys imagine?
Oh,
I want to know in the
jeez.
comments if any of you out there have actually been through a hurricane. Our boat's been through a couple since we've owned it. Irma was the biggest hurricane I think that she rode out, and Jacques Mate was in Key West when Irma hit, which Key West got leveled pretty bad. But
Yeah.
I admit, I left Jacques Mate on her own and I took off. I said, good luck, old girl. I gave her the best, but I didn't stay with the boat because it was like,
Pretty nice to have that option.
yeah. A lot of people lost boats there.
Big
But
time.
definitely recommend Chris if you guys are on the island. Better call the boss.
Heck of a guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely hit up Chris if you're ever in Grenada. You get to know one of the locals and you get insight about this place that you wouldn't otherwise.
Right. From someone who grew up on the island, so he can tell you all the fun facts. We left some of the fun facts out. He was talking about Grenadian girls. I'm not gonna tell you what he said. He said he might get in trouble. I probably said too much, but it was pretty funny. No, you get to know a lot about the island, by doing island tours or just by,
Yeah.
meeting your taxi driver. So it's a great way to learn about where you're at,
Definitely.
and it's convenient.
Yep.
So
Thanks for joining us today, guys. We really enjoyed taking
you're
you
new
along
here-
with us for the mission. Yeah, if you're new here.
Subscribe.
All right, hit that like button. Let us know in the comments if you've ridden out a hurricane, what it was, what year it was, what was that like, and we'll see you next time.
And also, if you don't know what to comment, but you just love leaving comments, just comment Dicey Trio, the greatest basketball team to ever live.
That no one's ever heard of.
These are the tales of BOAB.
BOAB, baby, we're BOAB, baby.